Welcome to PJ Live with your hosts, Laurie and Andrea. PJ Live is a fun, fast-paced weekly recap of PromoJournal's content. Tune in for highlights from all of the articles, blogs, vlogs, and podcasts from the week. Then grab your favorite snack or beverage and peruse PromoJournal.com for the content that interests you. But first, here's Laurie and Andrea.
Welcome to PJ Live, a weekly recap of PromoJournal's content. I'm Laurie.
I'm Andrea.
And we're your hosts.
Yay. I am. I feel like the weekend, because I had off for my son's graduation, it just came and went, and it feels like forever ago already.
Isn't that nice?
I know, it all happened so fast. I finally got cleaned up, so my house is all back to normal.
Nice. That takes a while.
It does. But it was all fun.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy you're back.
Do you have promo?
Oh my goodness, I do have promo today. So I have actually a couple of promo things. So I went to look at a property the other day, and
I love house shopping.
I do too. And the agent gave me this beautiful notepad.
Nice. Oh, I love the pen.
And a nice pen. So yeah.
Very
got
nice.
Some goodies.
I love that pen.
So it's very nice.
Yeah.
Pen. Yeah. Very nice. Look at that. Do not steal it, Andrea. All right. So I got that. And then I have, Jess, who works for Promo Corner. She is part of our team.
She's in Nashville.
She is. And her fiance was at an event and he got promo.
Nice.
So she sent pictures in. So I thought, hey, why not share them?
We're all family.
So, yes. So he received this insulated bag that Adobe had printed and passed out. So I thought that was pretty neat.
Nice.
And then I love this one. It is a reversible bucket hat.
Oh, that's so
nice. That
nice.
was one side of the hat. And then
I didn't know it was reversible.
Yes.
When she sent the pictures, I thought it was
and
two
there's the other
hats.
Yeah, isn't that cute?
You can match multiple outfits.
I love it. All right. And then this was the best. So let me get rid of this for a second. So he received those things at the event, and then he was Ubering home, and the Uber driver has a vodka company.
Did he just pass out vodka in his Uber?
He passed it out to Drew.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
He got a sampler.
That's a really nice little piece of promo there.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
That's nice.
So
he lucked out.
He did luck out. And I was impressed.
But seriously, does that guy just pass out his vodka? I mean, I guess that's a good way to spread the word of your business, though. You just give it to all the people that are in and out of your car.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know, but I liked that.
Yeah,
maybe he just liked him.
Yeah.
That's probably
it.
it. So I don't know. All right, let's see. My phone's blowing up, so I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't like something I was
We're
like
not having any technical
issues, which I don't think we are, but
okay.
I don't know. I just figured I'd check. Okay.
Perfect.
I got ignore me, so I will. I'm ignoring. Phew. I'm not good at solving technical issues like in the moment.
Hallie does that for us when she's here. She's not here.
Yeah. So anyway,
so
we're all good.
Here we go. On to the Monday Minute with Kirby.
Yes.
Starting our week out. We need to be reminded more than taught.
Okay.
How do you think about that?
Well, it was so funny because I'm like, Andrea's going to have an opinion on this.
I
do too. So we need to be reminded more than we need to be taught.
So in my mind, I laughed at myself because the first thing I thought was I forget things all the time. So just reminding me that I already learned it is a good thing.
Yeah. Well, and I said there's truth to that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you've already learned something, you know it.
You just forgot that you did.
Or you just forget to use what you know.
Right.
So, yes. So I do agree that you sometimes need to be reminded. But I also find it extremely annoying to be reminded of things all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So
I see what you mean.
Yeah. I mean, just think about like a mother-child relationship.
Oh,
when you have to remind all the
I
time.
didn't even think of that, Lori. Now, yes, I do have an
And then I
opinion.
was trying to like
Yeah.
equate that to like the work environment. And if you're constantly reminding people,
You
they
might
might get annoyed with you.
yeah, you're just a nag.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know how
We
I
are
feel.
never nags.
Never. I mean, I don't know. That could lead into like
Yes,
passive
it
aggressive, aggressive, aggressive. I don't know. So I'm not
Oh,
sure how I feel about this. I think there's a lot of truth to it, and we do need
we
to be
could
reminded sometimes.
debate both sides.
We could. We
Mhm.
really could.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So picks of the week.
Stay cool.
There, we had a beautiful weekend this weekend. I think this was the most beautiful, warm weekend in Plymouth
Perfect.
for the whole
Picture
season
perfect.
so far. Picture perfect.
Mhm.
Some of these things would have been great at graduation. Catherine's little fan. So Catherine Kaufman did
my
a bend
goodness.
and snap rechargeable fan from Hip PromoJournal, and it's handheld, or you can prop it up. It has a little wrist strap, and this tiny little thing even has settings. Like you can change the settings on it. I could have used that in the seat at graduation on Saturday. I don't want to complain because the weather was gorgeous, but those are handy.
That is handy.
Yeah.
And I think I read that the life of the charge can go from like
2.5
to like 15 hours. So it must just depend on the speed that you're using. But
yeah. So yeah, I like that.
I like that too. That is cute.
And then Ben McDonald did the Base Camp Glacier Peak Hydration Backpack by Snugs. And he says there's a room in this, not just for water, but you can pack other things in it. A lot of times those water packs only have enough room for water. So it's nice that you have space for other things.
Well, I was reading the description on this and he did say that, but I interpreted that as you could put other things other than water.
Is your interpretation right?
I don't know. But then I read on and it talked about how there were
so
extra
you're thinking
pockets.
I can fill it with wine instead of water.
Yes.
Okay, I gotcha.
So I don't know which is the correct interpretation of this. Yes,
both are right.
It has lots of room for lots of things.
Now it's free, machine washable.
I'm having issues here.
You know,
let's here we go.
Okay. And it's actually water activated, so it will show the design when it's all sweaty and wet.
And this has the ghosting messaging like we were talking about last week, which I just think is so neat.
It is so neat. And I have several of these at home. I mean, my husband and son use them for golf. When the kids were little, they took them to soccer and baseball games. They really do help.
They're very helpful. Mm-hmm. So, yep. Love that.
Yeah.
Excellent. All things to keep us cool. So there you have it. Picks of the week. You can go over to PromoJournal.com and click on Picks of the Week and see all of our past themes as well. If you are registered on our site and you click on the social icons, you can share a client-safe version of this. We remove the supplier's information, we remove the distributor's information, and you can send it off to your clients to share these products. So
send away.
Send away. And everybody wants to stay cool this summer. So now's the time to sell those.
Outdoor concerts and things, all this stuff. Yep.
Yes, all those festivals. All right. And then promo or day this week, the sponsor was Bell Promo. And Brandon has 5 great products that he's highlighting from Bell Promo. So you can go over to PromoJournal.com, click on promo or day, and watch all 5 of those videos. There's a plastic tumbler that has that matte finish on it that I love
that too. I like that too. And I mean, who doesn't need a game day clear tote? Like I just said, summer concerts too coming up. You have to have one of those.
You have to.
Yeah.
So that it's amazing. You didn't always have to have one. I had one for many years that I never used. Yeah. But now you can't go to an event without one.
Right. Yeah. So I like that one.
Yeah. Excellent. All right. Okay. And then Kat was back with another episode of Building You. And I love this.
It's too.
4 lessons. I don't play golf.
I don't either.
But I still love it.
I can still relate.
Yes.
I like how she did that.
Yes. 4 lessons that transcend golf and business. So the first one I loved. Nobody cares how well you do. They just care how well they do.
That's right. And I have to say, like, in golf, I do understand that because I don't play golf. And the couple times that I did, you get insecure and you're worried like, oh my God, I suck. Like everybody's watching me tee off. But anyway, I love how she compared golf with business. So great job, Kat.
Yeah, so you can check that out and see what her 4 lessons are that she has learned from the game of golf and how they transcend into the business world. Now, trending this week, why creating a personal brand is vital. This is a topic that just keeps coming up because it is not going away.
No.
It is becoming more and more important. So you can it talks about dressing to impress, telling your story, the importance
body
of
language.
Yes, how important body language
Hi.
is.
Hey.
What's not to love?
Yes, they give a lot of wonderful tips in that article.
They do. All right. And then we had Brentwood had a paid programming segment this month, and they focus on 2 coolers, lunch coolers.
Okay. Matt says lunch coolers. Those are the biggest lunch coolers I've ever seen. Whoever gets lunch in that cooler is lucky. They're having a Gordon feast. I mean, seriously.
Well, the one is the Cool 20.
Yeah.
And can that one hold 20 cans? Usually when they have the number in them that I don't
People
know.
are having more for lunch in those lunch boxes.
More than a sandwich and chips.
But I love them, Matt. Those were great, Brentwood.
They really would. They're beautiful coolers. And yeah, you could eat all day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
My kind of lunch box.
Yes. So you can check those out. And DMJ. Kirby sat down with Thomas Ryan from Big League Sales. He is the founder and CEO. And they talked about the power of AI in sales. And I tell you, there's certain topics I'm listening and I'm just like, oh my God, our world is about to change again.
Yeah, I feel like just when you hear AI, this is the first time I've heard somebody talk about it when it comes to sales. So it's really interesting and a little scary. Like he was talking about how you train the AI thing or whatever. It was fascinating.
Yeah.
And it said you have to tell them, don't.
I love
that part made me laugh. You have to tell it. If you don't know the answer, don't make it up. And I'm like, what is going on? Like it just made me laugh.
Yeah, do not get creative. Yeah, they talked about what was it? There was training. There was a setting the temperature is what they called it. So you can set the temperature low, and it's very literal. Like this is the question, this is the answer.
Sounds like you need that.
Yes. If you set the temperature high, then it gives the computer the power to just get creative with answers. So so keeping the temperature low is important, I would say. But it was very interesting, and I was wondering how.
So if we were AI, I would probably be temperature low, and you would probably be temperature.
I would have all the creative extra details.
Yeah. So we're the opposite ends of the spectrum on the AI chart.
But it was a fascinating conversation, and it really gets you thinking about where we're going to be going as an industry.
Gosh, I was amazed. Yeah.
So it is scary. So I tell you.
Then that leads to overcoming overwhelm. Accept to surrender, Laurie.
I need to accept to surrender.
To surrender.
So Sam Kabert and Alicia Kay are back with the 4th episode in the 6-part series, Overcoming Overwhelm. And this has been fascinating. Each week there's been a call to action. They kind of talk about each of the steps, but then they give you something to do so you can try to put this all in motion. And they talked about this week about doing parts work. And this was very interesting to me. And I think there's so much truth to it. We have parts of us that we show the world, and we have parts of ourselves that we're constantly trying to hide from the world. And we need to work on those parts that we're trying to hide, because why are we trying? They're part of us. They're who we are. So doing work on that. But they were saying how when you're
triggered or
when you're triggered and you need to accept to surrender, that there are questions you can ask yourself in the moment. And those triggers usually come from a deeper trauma that occurred long ago.
right. And she said, like, the 3 questions were, what is this reminding me of? How do I want to choose to respond to it? Or what is coming up in me first? Like,
Yes.
why is this happening? What is it reminding me of? And how do I want to choose to respond?
Yeah.
So,
And they say you have to feel it to heal it.
yeah.
So
like
you
that.
have to feel.
I've always believed in that too, even though you don't want to. Somebody just feel it, get it out.
Yeah.
Move on.
Move on.
Yep.
So it's been a great series. If you haven't been following along, you can go to PromoJournal and click back and watch the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd episodes. So the 4th one will make sense to you. And we have 2 more coming up in the next 2 Wednesdays. So check it out. It is a great way to just kind of take a moment for yourself each week and kind of heal yourself.
Yeah.
All right. And then how far did the apple fall this
This is
week?
a funny one. What's your favorite saying? Some of them I just like, I was shaking my head just laughing.
Dantown.
Yes.
Always good for a laugh.
But
Oh, Bill Clay.
I mean, there were a few. There
Yeah.
were a few that were very funny. But my favorite is Cola Henderson, because that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I wrote down
yes,
yes, too.
That's
Yeah.
I've loved that saying for years now. So yeah, very good. You have to tune in and read those. They're fun.
They are fun. We did ask them to keep it PG-13. So
Some did.
yeah, most did. We did have to use a few characters and a few, but those are fun. So you can go over and see what these industry duos have to say when it comes to their favorite sayings. And let's
Through the lens with our very own Maddie Patasso, iPhone camera tips. Okay, Maddie, guess what? You're never gonna believe this, but I actually knew 2 of the 3.
No.
Yes, and I found one by accident because I had that crazy level line across my picture. I'm like, where in the hell is this line coming from? But until today, I didn't know what it was. So now I know. Thanks, Maddie.
An accidental discovery.
Okay, but mine keeps breaking up. I'm like, what is going on?
She might need an extra little lesson on the side.
I do.
All right. So yeah, so you can go over and check out Maddie's video Through the Lens, and she gives us 3 iPhone camera tips, and some you might know, some you might not.
Yeah.
And Niche to Meet You, we have a new one dropping this week, and the supplier that is being featured is Vault Promotions. So
Hallie always does such an amazing job. I can't wait to see this one.
yes, this should be a fun one.
Yeah.
And then next week we have a new episode of Selling 7 Figures coming up. We have a new Promos with Purpose dropping.
Oh, yay.
So, yeah, so we'll see who is doing good out there in the industry and what they're up to. And Sam continues his 6-part series. So we've got a lot going on.
We do. We're going to chill and enjoy.
Yes, with those cooling products.
Chill and breathe.
Yes, yes.
Be cool and
Be
breathe.
cool and calm.
That's right.
Cool and calm.
Well, thank you for joining us.
And we will see you next week.